birthday, but I didn't find out until Monday because my birthday was on Saturday. And I sell things I make in a store, and one of my lovely cows or scarves or neck warmers, whatever you want to call it, was on a mannequin by the shop door, just outside the shop door, but right there. And the lady that owns the store said, you know, she's never had anyone steal anything ever in all the time she's had her store, and she's had it for about, I don't know, 6, 7 years, 8 years, and she's never had any problems. And this is the big bridge coming out of Foxton. You can see all the cheese cutters, we call them, the barriers, cheese cutters in the middle of the road. Anyway, so my lovely purple shades, a bit of white and a bit of pink, was on the mannequin by the door, and someone stole it. And I realise that people are hard up for money. I'm hard up for money. We're all going through a hard time, you know, 80% of us probably. And if you really like something, most stores will let you pay something off. And I definitely know the lady that owned the store where I sell my things. She's often letting people pay things off by the week or by the fortnight. And sorry, it's just raining enough. I've got to put the wipers on every so often. But very frustrating that someone took the opportunity while she was obviously busy in store to steal my cow off the mannequin. And I made a police report. Okay, so it wasn't that much money, it's the principle of the matter. So I made a police report and got a number file, a file number. And I went door knocking on a few of the shops and just close by and asked them if their cameras would have picked up the person posting. And there's 2 cameras across the road and a few right beside, but the managers or store owners weren't there when I went around on the Monday, so I've got to go back. But one of the cameras across the road is obscured by a tree, so that's no good. You can't see the store. And the other big camera, first of all, I'm told the police own that camera, so when I talked to the police, they said, no, we only have cameras on the roads for speeding and accidents and things. And now that's going to be taken over by the Land Transport Agency. So the police won't be doing those cameras anymore. And then I was told, oh, well, it's the council. So I rang the council and they said, no, they only have a few cameras at the beach and on some other places, but they don't have any down the main street of Foxton. So then I finally found out it's some trust, but I don't know who the people in the trust is. So I was given a name, and all I know is his business, and I haven't called in or rung up yet. Been in a lot of pain with my tooth and sort of tired with the stress, I think. Now I've had some other things going on as well, and so just a bit tired with the stress of it all. But it's maybe I should have taken a chance to go turning off. So this turn off is to Waitarere Beach, and there's a lot of accidents on this corner. A lot. So let's get past this car. People that drive weird scare me on the roads these days. But yeah, so that's my rant. I just want to have a rant because, you know, that yarn I use, gorgeous yarn, I got it from Hobie.com in Denmark when they were doing free shipping to New Zealand. And it's only about a 2-ply yarn, which is in New Zealand, and Australia, that's like a really thin yarn you'd use on a flatbed knitting machine. So it's extremely thin with a tiny thin gold thread running through it, so it's all sparkly and beautiful. I put a couple of pictures up on one of my posts just the other day, so you can have a look to see which one they took. And it's absolutely gorgeous, but you know, I don't know what to say, because yeah, they could have gone in the store and said, hey, can I pay this off at $10 a week or $20 a week, or come to some arrangement, but they're not that sort of people, are they? People that steal, even if it was $5, they probably would have stolen it. I don't know, it gives them some sort of high to get something free. So yeah, that sort of mentality that, oh look at this, I haven't had to pay 1 cent for it. And it's pretty sad state of affairs of what's happening, you know, everywhere these days. Things, cars getting stolen, so many cars getting stolen in caravans. It's just, yeah, you're sort of speechless a bit. I'm not speechless, someone told me I talk too much. Oh, that made me laugh. I thought, well, what are you supposed to do on videos? Not talk? Have silence? Oh, that's funny. So yeah, I'm just a bit cross. But anyway, so, and very annoyed. I've got to go to the dentist about this sore tooth. I hate the dentist. I grew up in a day where even if you didn't need a filling, they filled your molars with amalgam, the black fillings. And of course mine have been chipping off and I've been accidentally swallowing them, and that's not good for my health. I got really sick a while ago. So yeah, I need to go and get it sorted. Be a big girl and get it sorted. I hate it. I hate the dentist. I'm sure I've got PTSD. I just break out in a sweat. But I hate having blood tests in winter. I wear so many layers and it's getting really cold. Did you see I made a short video, or I also made a post with all the snow that got in the South Island. Thank goodness I didn't move down there, even though I have really cheap houses down there and it's absolutely beautiful. But did you see the snow? It's like, wow, 4 feet high or something. And those poor sheep, they're having to dig tracks, pathways in the snow with their tractors so the sheep can get to the feed. So, oh, that didn't take long. We're at Levin already. That was very quick. Must have been ranting a lot. So yeah, so I'm glad I don't live down there after all. I always thought, oh, it'd be really pretty to live down there, but only in summer. I wouldn't know how to live in it. I lived down there with the snow, I would never leave the house for 6 months or 8 months. I'd be inside with my log fire going, getting food delivered and just never going outside. How would Holly be able to go to the toilet? People on the travelling groups post pictures of their dogs running through the snow, and I think, oh, the poor thing, their little toes would be so cold. Right, where am I going? Got to think of where I'm going. But anyway, oh, well, this is Levin. You might as well have a look around Levin. This is State Highway 1. It's an extremely busy highway. Once you pass Levin, there's really no other road to get to Wellington. So it's extremely busy with trucks and everything, as you can see. But they're making another road off to the side. So Foxton will be the first town that people arrive to when they get off this new motorway they're building. So there's a bit of controversy about the new motorway. Apparently they've changed the design and yeah, but anyway. Oh, look at that nice old car over there. It's in a for sale place. I love old cars. I love classic cars, vintage cars. Anyway, concentrate on where you're going. So it's raining over here today. It hasn't started raining in Foxton yet. Well, just as I was leaving. But when it's raining, it's not cold. Right, we'll go. We'll get off State Highway 1 and I'll turn left here. But yes, that's my rant. People stealing, and you're only selling things to help pay your bills as well and help buy a bit of food and so yeah, I'm just a bit annoyed. Sort of try not to let it get to me, but yeah. So anyway, we've been a bit more careful with some of the other really pretty shawls. She's put them up high on the wall where no one can reach them. And have to be asked to be brought down if they want to have a closer look at them. So I moved out of Levin about just over 8 years ago, and I really love living here, but it's really busy these days. But I love living out at the beach, except for the wind. They get more wind out on the coast. This is closer to the hills. You won't be able to see much of the hills, but they're straight ahead. The Tararua Ranges, they go really high. Oops, Swiss. And I've had some snow on. Oh, it is busy in town today. It's Wednesday, so oops, here we go. Heavy rain. Got my raincoat. Stop talking on the corner so I can concentrate. Sorry about that. You can see a lot of rain down ahead of me, so it's... I hope you can still hear me over the rain. I left Holly at home in the lounge. She's got her music going. Relaxation music on for her. She'll be alright till I get home. And I'll try and find some of that yellow yarn so I can finish that hexie cardigan. But they sell it for more here. It's cheaper. Where am I going? This road? I'll go down this road. Oh yeah, I think that's right. It's cheaper in Harley and in Foxton, the yarn, but I don't think the colour in Foxton. was teaching me how to use these funny faces and other things on your videos, so I used a little teacup. I thought that was so cute. She's been doing a lot of funny little shorts. Let's go down here. And let's just go in here. So, there you go. I have arrived safely. And thank you for listening to my rant. More frustrated, not hoping I'll get it back. Someone mentioned a type of person that's taken it won't be the type of person you want it back from. They might be a bit dirty or horrible. But anyway, well, I've got just putting my raincoat over my head. I'll catch up with you a bit later. So there was a quick drive to Levin. It didn't take long, did it? All right, bye. Oh well, that took a while. There was quite a lot of people waiting. And then I thought, well, you might as well watch me drive around town. You don't have to. You can stop watching after the rant. But if you want to see a little bit of Levin on a wet winter's day, you can watch as I go around. I'll go and see if I can find some of this yarn. I don't have much to do today. So last time I went for a blood test was a while ago, and I turned up at exactly midday, and so everyone had gone home for their lunch. So I was able to walk straight in, but this time there was a lot of people waiting. So it's a good system. You just walk up to the reception desk and you take a number, and then you just wait until they call your number. So it's a good system. Stopped a little bit, thank goodness. So it's 20 minutes past midday. This is the town's on the left, all the shops. This is just a sort of a through road. It's quite good. When I first came to live here years ago, I didn't know Levin at all, and it took me a while to find this road. It's a bit quieter to get across town than State Highway 1. Roundabouts, no traffic lights. To rain again, or I might go straight through while it's green. Here and I'll walk to a couple of places. Easier than taking the car everywhere. Right. Oh, that's interesting. They have completely different yarn over here now. Totally different. And none of the bright yellow that I need. Different label, could be the same one, but I need this bright yellow. I'll have to go to Palmy. I'll have to go to the city. They've got fluffy stuff. This is just the variety store where I got the yarn years ago, so that's all they've got. Okay, we're going to have to go to the city, but another day. It is too wet, too horrible to go today. All the way from here. There's a nice colour, like it's different. That might be more of what, yeah, you can't really tell. It's quite dark. That looks bright on there. It's shiny. Alright, no yarn. So I went into a different variety store and they don't have the same yarns either. They've all changed to something different. And then I called into Noel Leeming, Leader and Watt and Farmers because I'm looking for a new sandwich press. But I want to go back to a 4-slice one, then a 2-slice one. I cook everything in them. I cook sausages and what road am I looking for? Can't remember where I'm going. I cook sausages, pie, little mince and cheese pies, hot chips, everything in my sandwich press. And so I need the one that has the slider on, it holds the lid up a little bit. And you know, some of them are like nearly $300 if they have the slider on the side of it. And otherwise they just have the 2-slice. So anyway, I'll keep looking. So it's 20 minutes past 1. I'm ready to go home. So I've just got to call in one other place. So the rain got really heavy and my coat's only for showers, so getting a bit wet out there. So I'm going to have to go look for the yarn in the city where I know they used to have a lot of it, so I hope they still have some. And I've got other things I need to get, but I'll do that a different time, on a different payday. In the winter months I just do short visits up to the shops. So I'll catch up with you later. might as well chat to you while I'm on my way home. So that didn't take long. I've got to come back to the dentist tomorrow now. So that'll be another trip tomorrow, but it doesn't take long to get this far. Oopsie. So it's quite busy in town at the moment. I don't know why on a Wednesday. In the dentist, they have these great big windows that look out onto the footpath, so people walk in, and not even tinted black, and there's no curtains, no net curtains, no blinds, and so people could just walk past and look at you screaming in the murder chair. Oh, not fun, not looking forward to it, just want to get it over and done with. Started raining heavier just before, and now it's finished again. Glad to go home. What's the guess that Holly's sitting on the sofa in my seat, keeping it warm for me? Soaking wet walking down the side of the road. Really busy. place, there was an older guy sitting beside me, and he said he had been in Palmerston this morning in the city, and he said it was blue sky and sunshine. So that was interesting. And I said it hadn't started raining in Foxton, but it was cloudy, didn't have any blue sky. Opened, I think, this morning, but it's going to be so crowded. Everyone wants to be the first to drive over it. It's going to be so crowded. There's going to be queues. I thought I can wait. We can go over it another day. I'm not in a hurry. It's just another road. Spend all their petrol getting to the city in Palmerston North to work. So we'll see if people start complaining if they're using more petrol or not. But I noticed they only have a New World in Paiatua and a New World in Dannevirke. No countdowns. Well, Woolworths. They've changed their name back to Woolworths. It was Woolworths 50 years ago or something, 40 years ago, I can't remember, and then they spent heaps, thousands and thousands and thousands changing the name to Countdown, and now they just spent millions of dollars changing the name back to Woolworths. Crazy. So I still call it Countdown. I'll be calling it Countdown for a few more years, but there's no, it's quite, some of their stuff is quite cheap, so there's no countdowns on the Dannevirke area, Paiatua Dannevirke area. New Worlds are privately owned by people, whereas Countdown Woolworths are owned by a big company. it's not far to go to the shops and live in, as you see. So we have a lot of choice. It's not far to the city, so we have a lot of choice for supermarkets. So there we go, we're back in Foxton. There's a big water tower up there on the left. Apparently that's not being used anymore. So it's an old water tower, but it changes colour. At night you come out and it changes colour. So it's nearly 2 o'clock. I was hoping to be home by 2. Holly will need to go to the toilet again. I might get myself a snack. If you go left there, it goes to the main street of Foxton, but I'm just going to keep going on State Highway 1. So all the shops are on the main street, on the street to the left. There's a few shops down the State Highway. That Robert Harris Cafe on the left, that's all brand new. I very rarely go to the shops on the State Highway 1. It's sometimes quite busy. This corner to the left here will take me back to the supermarket. This is the road that will take you out to the beach. I hope you've enjoyed the day out with me again. Not having much luck with that yellow yarn though, am I? It's so bright, no one sells it anymore because no one really uses it. Oh dear, I don't want to substitute a yellow and have two different colours. I did that to my granddaughter's one, 2 different blues. But I was hoping to sell this one, so it needs to be the same yellow. Alright, well thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone who gives me a thumbs up. Or a comment. It really helps the algorithms of YouTube. They share out my videos and my channel a bit more often. Alright, I'll catch up with you later. This is the final goodbye.